If you're still struggling with zero progress and nothing's changing, or you just know what to do but don't seem to find a way how to, then don't worry, in this video we are going to start our part 2 of Ironstate, or you can say discipline in general. In the last video we focused on building the foundation. Like, what is self-discipline? Getting clarity on the main point and eliminating distractions, but now we have to dive further into this series just after covering one step, and in this part we will focus on our action part. Not some vague action or hustle grind shit, no. In real execution, you need to achieve the life you want. So before starting, if you haven't watched the first part, then go watch it. I'll be linking it down in the description, go check it. And don't think that you don't need to, because if you won't watch that part, then I guarantee you will fail after a short period of time in your goals, because that is a foundational part. You can't miss that now. Without wasting any time, let's continue. So when you declutter your physical world, distractions such as negative toxic people or your fake friends, now you need to declutter distractions from your second world, in other words, the internet world. Your feed reflects your mind. Unfollow what doesn't fuel your growth. So to do this, first analyze your social media. What do you actually watch and follow, and why do you do it? Do they really add value to your life? Or are they just another distraction? Because in most cases you're just consuming their content. You enter social media, you watch what the algorithm suggests you, and then scroll another, then another, then another. Now here's a question: when you watch that 30 to 40 seconds of content, what value do you get? I'm talking about the mindless consumption you do. Tell me if anything, because it's not just about the algorithm, because the algorithm is just doing its work. If you follow people who post half-naked pics of themselves, then the algorithm will show you more people like this. But even for 1 second, do you even think, what the hell am I getting from this half-naked image of this person? I mean, if such people don't add value or solve a problem, then they're not serious, they're just there to waste time and make money from that, and you're letting them. As I said, there are two worlds now, and your feed reflects your own mind because what you will watch, the algorithm will give you. Just do this small experiment. Go on YouTube, watch 2 to 3 videos on football or WWE, and then see what happens. Next time you open it, it will suggest more of that football and WWE content. So what to do? First, check what social media applications you use, then go to each app and see who people are you following. Are they the person who really inspires you? Do they give you what you really look for, such as problems or a skill mindset? If not, then unfollow one by one. Same with other social media apps. Now here's a thing that I usually did. I shifted into another ID on my YouTube and then just subscribe to people who, genuinely, I get value from, such as Danko, Andrew Huberman, Ali Abdaal, Chris Williamson and some more. Now I don't have useless accounts to follow for no reason, because when you do that, your algorithm will get type of reset or just improve to recommend you similar people and similar content from which you can get value, and that fucked up feed won't come. So just do this in every social media application. Even if it's some chatting one with strangers for no reason, wasting time there? Delete it. This is about your own future, your own life. Be serious. You see, algorithms and social media are not a bad thing. You have a powerful tool at your hands, the internet, and it's up to you how you use it. Do you use it for aiding you in your goals quickly? Or for your own destruction? Be careful, it is just another productive app you can use to learn to create and communicate. Use it well. You become what you consume. So now that we have built the foundation, which is your mind, by clarity, environment and your consumption, now it's time to get to work. So I hope you wrote down what you don't want and what you want in your life, right? I mean, if you're watching it along the way. So as you wrote those down, now it's time to do what really matters. For example, if in your don't want list you wrote that I don't want my future to end up with zero savings, or I don't want to do my job, I hate it. So in the section of want to do is the solution to all those problems you wrote on don't want. So it's getting a lot clearer, doesn't it? So pick one area that really matters, which is the most urgent. Which part of your life needs to get fixed, or which area, if focused on, will fix the entirety of your life. Maybe study, work, health or relationships. If you have that and don't want to do the job thing, then the solution to that will be creating something of your own, a business, a brand, or whatever. So the solution or project, we can say, is you have to build a business and start doing it. Now listen. You may have a big list. I know that. But listen, you don't need to focus on everything. You don't need to focus on 10 to 10 tasks or 20 to 20 tasks. You just need to pick 2 to 3 key areas of life from them and start acting on it. Which 2 to 3 things can I do that move the needle the most, so that the rest can follow? That's the question you need to answer. Because most of the time the goals we have are problems we face. Sometimes they're just interconnected. Like if you have a problem of being fat or skinny or whatever, then it's related to your health and your fitness. And if your problem is a job thing, as I said, or something money related, then it's related to your skill set, your expertise or your profession in such things. So what you can do that makes the most impact? Then the other, or makes them useless? Just answer that with pen on paper. You'll find something meaningful. Surely, then these are going to be your key projects to work on to solve these problems and to achieve your goals. Because the iron state, or discipline, for me is clarifying every single thing to put your focus on one single thing or project, because success comes from depth, not breadth. It's not some blind grind. It's a grind for something meaningful. So as we have our projects ready now, all we need is to act on it. But wait, Ironstate thrives on structure. Time blocking your tasks works. Without deadlines, it is just a wish. So to put this simply, it means to work effectively rather than rely on shallow work, because that won't get you anywhere. You need to focus. Now look, for everyone, each person works differently, as I said, so what I'm trying to say here is that you need to find something that works great for you, not something that fits someone else, no. Which fits you. You need to experiment, so put this into practice in each project. Set a time limit to work. It could be 60 minutes, 90 minutes, or 120 minutes, whatever works for you, in such a way that ensures you're working as you wanted to. If you can't focus for 60 to 90 minutes, fine then, focus for 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It's not a shame, it's just training your focus. I also started from 15 minutes. From now on, I can focus for 60 minutes on a task. If a task is 60 minutes, then take bursts of 30 minutes. Then jump onto it again for another 30 minutes and continue. The key is to maximize your efficiency to work, so that you work well and avoid burnout. And you don't need to force yourself to do it, because you already know what you're doing, and you're just doing it, so focus as much as you can. Start with a small degree, then a high degree. Because it's a muscle, and never work without a focus. Especially on big projects, because it won't grow you. It's as simple as that. Now you know how much time to work on a task with focus. Now you need to set deadlines. Now deadlines aren't a bad thing or overwhelming if they are set realistically, because they create urgency to work and focus, because now you know when to finish it. So set a deadline for each task which is a priority. Like, for example, one section of this project should be done in under 4 days, a week or 1 month if the project is big. So the time will expand, like in the study, chapter 1 should be done in under 7 days. So on these 7 days, what will you do? You'll plan those each day and act so that it actually gets done. Like some in fat loss or muscle gain bulking, you set a deadline of maybe 3 to 6 months to lose fat or gain muscle. Like this because, as I said, it evokes a sense of urgency and a logical plan to complete a task. So focus on time blocking work and deadlines to ensure your work flows in a consistent and progressive manner. Because when you know when to work, you don't need to wait for motivation. So the question is, how much time are you going to give each task to focus on a daily basis, and how much time under it gets done? At what place will you work on them, and at what time? Answer them in your notebook. So this is it for this part. I covered the action part in this video. So basically just try to apply what you can. I'm not saying everything, even 1 to 2 things will work. And again, do what works best for you. You see, I put a lot of work into this series to help you transform your life. This isn't just a series but a roadmap, a blueprint you can come to whenever you hit rock bottom or you just want to reset your life and get it going in your own direction. Now then, the third part will come because some of you will make it to even this part, but after that, you'll start to fail at some points. And for that I will create a third part which focuses on just those things and essential habits you need, and no, they aren't generic, but that part will come later because I have other topics and other problems to cover and solve. So apply what you learned in this video and don't be a mental masturbator. For God's sake, learn and grow. And if you've made it this far, subscribe to this channel and like, share, all of that. I will really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.